Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody guys, let's take a look at the gold market. So gold market stands on the same trend in other markets, and yes, you could see some minor panic on the markets and expectation of the spreading of the COVID-19 have increased. I mean the speed of the spreading, and also markets have some doubts that Jerome Powell with Steven Mnuchin will be able to push through the Congress some additional liquidity measures, some supporting measures. As you know, today and within the 3 sessions following, Jerome Powell will take the speech in Congress and before the Senate and Congress, so answering the questions about the situation and discussing the possible providing more supportive measures to the economy. And now, as he said nothing in the Fed statement about the additional measures, so currently markets have doubts that maybe some new measures will be accepted and adopted in the nearest time, and that has triggered dollar strength across the board, and all dollar-related assets has dropped, so including gold, stocks, currencies, everything stands in a drop. So still, well, actually this level we discussed in our weekly report, and yesterday it has been hit. As you can see, market has reached 1884 COP right now. Already some bounce starts here. This is a good level because on a daily chart it includes not just the target but also daily oversold. And if nothing outstanding will happen, gold market should hold about the zero, maybe show some pullback up from this level, as we hope. As it could become the point where the market could reestablish the upper direction, because if you remember, we discussed the possible butterfly on the higher time frames, and this is the moment where potentially this butterfly could start. If somehow market still will drop here and taking out of these lows, raising opportunity for a butterfly, we start to keep an eye on this next support area that we already talked about, 1820, 18 even. This is OPU, the same ABCD pattern, and take a look, this is a conference support. But this week we have excluded it from our consideration just because it stands too far from the oversold level and hardly will be reached in this week, if of course nothing outstanding will happen, so everything will be more or less common. So now we need to consider what we could do in the current situation. So as our specified level has been reached, now take a look what we have on the 4 time frame chart. Market mostly has completed the OP target of this ABCD patch, and also butterfly extension has been hit. So pullback here has already started. Now we could consider the patterns that are forming around it and whether we could rely on them or not. For us, the most major point, as I said, is these lows, because drop below these lows suggests that potential butterfly on the weekly chart is destroyed and we should be ready for a deeper retracement. While market stands above these lows, we could consider patterns that could be formed here for taking the position. For example, on the hourly chart, take a look what we have. Our hand and shoulders has worked perfect that we discussed here, XOP target. We're ignoring the OP intentionally. We explained why we're ignoring the OP, mostly due to the situation stands on the 4 time frame chart. And if we suggest drop to the 1880 area, we need to consider just the XOP target of this head and shoulders. And you can see it has been dropped right here. XOP is hit. This also brings some additional support. And take a look, minor godless triple to buy already stands in place. So 1896, market starts to pull back up from here. So you have a lot of options how to possess your trade depending on your money management style, on your assets on your trading account. So you, for example, if you think and if for you these lows are too far for your position, you can't accept this risk for buying and placing stop below this area, you could consider an hourly chart. For example, you could place stop below these lows. So theoretically, if we are correct and market intends to show the upward direction, all major targets already has been hit, and placing the stop slightly below the OP is maybe enough for current trading. You also could consider, for example, the oversold level for today, 1879, stands slightly below these lows. Finally, if you're really tight with the money on your account, you could consider using just triple to buy and placing stop slightly below the 618. But that, guys, will be already, well, it will be too close stop. Well, maybe it will work, but it always it's better to let market to breathe, room to breathe, and that's theoretically could be used, but this will be just ultimate solution. So now just we need some time and see what will happen, because all our conditions that we have specified already stands in place. Everything's completed by the price action. Now we need to wait and see for reaction what will happen. If we are correct, market should start upward action up from here. Well, at least some bounce should be formed. If we are wrong, then we will see that market is dropping lower and taking out the lows on the daily chart. That will be quite different story, and in this case we will adjust our daily and weekly stops correspondingly. Currently, we need 1-2 sessions to see what will happen around it.